This is Two Ladies Midwest Adventures. I'm Julietta, and we are reading The Days of the Martyrs. We are on chapter 4. Enemies of the Human Race. The Persecution by Nero. It's one of the Roman emperors. Got a whole book about it. Right here. Got it. The Lives of the 12 Caesars. Yeah. By July 64, Nero Claudius Germasius, it's a long name, had been emperor of Rome for nearly a decade, born in December 37. He had been only 17 when he succeeded Claudius. His father, Domitius Ahenobarbus, was described as a man hateful in every walk of life, so violent and cruel that he once killed a slave for refusing to drink as much wine as he commanded. Dang. And sheesh. Okay. And on another occasion, gouged out a man's eyes after a slight disagreement. That you can't do anything back. That's more painful. It's just, oh, let me beat you, but you can't do anything for me because I'm special. That's unfortunate, but that's just that day and age. Let's see. Nero's mother, Agrippina, was the sister as well as the lover of the destable Caligula, and after the death of Barbus, I don't know really how to pronounce that, she married her uncle Claudius. Of course. That's just the year that stuff was done tradition-wise to keep the royal blood within royal blood. They've done that in Egypt with the pharaohs and that. They would normally go with like cousins and that rather than just straight up siblings. It'd be like their cousin 3 times removed. That's what they do, so it's not too inbred, even though it kind of already is. I can only think of, when I think about that, I think of disease issues. If there's an illness, it likely will wipe them all out. They talk about that with actual wildlife. I think it was like the moose on like the Isles or whatever. There's something, it's a longer name, but they brought some wolves or whatever too, and to sustain it, it's always needed human intervention. But apparently the moose there, or caribou, whatever, I can't remember specifically what it is. I think it was a caribou though. No, it would have been moose. Moose population was very inbred, and well, because of that, there's a disease, it's likely going to wipe them all out at once, and well, there's no saving them with that. There's like only 100 or so of them. Sorry for my rambling too. She married her uncle Claudius, who subsequently adopted the 12-year-old Nero. When Agrippina had Claudius killed and seized power in Dang, imagine your wife gets you killed. That's sad. Claudius killed and seized power in a coup in 54. She had her son proclaimed emperor and held the reins of power for 5 years until Nero, then 22, decided that he wanted to rule his own right and had her killed. Wow. 5 years later, your own plan to get folded. Nero was about 5 feet 6 inches tall, with freckles and yellow blonde hair. Yeah, I've seen that kind of in depictions, however, it's come across as more of an orange from the ones I've seen. It's just what I've seen in paintings-wise and that. But yeah. knew it wasn't like straight brown hair though. Okay. Yellow blonde hair. He enhanced the nearsighted vision of his gray eyes with a sapphire looking glass. Huh? So does that... He enhanced the nearsighted vision of his gray eyes with a sapphire looking glass. Oh, I get it, my bad. So it's like glasses, okay. At 27, after years of intemperate eating and drinking, the emperor had a bloated, it's not jello-y, Jolie face. It's not jolly. A pot belly and skinny legs. He had first been married to his cousin Octavia, Claudius's daughter by one of his earlier wives, the adulteress and dissipated Messalina, but he had recently killed her and married the wife of his friend Otho. Okay.
That's sad and scary at the same time.
It's definitely different. But I don't think that was seen as the worst thing back then.
Yeah.
His present wife was Poppaea Sabina, who was then 33 years of age and rumored to be sympathetic to Judaism. Rumors, of course. According to historian Gadius Centenotus Franquillus, c. 69 c. 140. I think that was like the year. Nero's private life was characterized by acts of wantonness, lust, extravagance, avarice. I don't know that word. I'm not familiar with it. And cruelty. He was fond of roaming the streets of Rome at night with his cronkies, beating people up, robbing shops, raping women, and behaving like a common street thug. Well, he wanted his name definitely written down in history. He definitely got that achieved. Eventually, he was nearly beaten to death by a senator whose wife he had handled indecently. Oh, he messed with the senator's wife. She didn't like it. Nero guzzed, gluttonized, and fornicated from midday to midnight, according to Sentinus. He prostituted his own chastity to the point that he defiled every part of his body. After living in incest with his mother, he took to abusing not only married women, but children of both sexes. In fact, he castrated young boys to treat as women. Wait, what? Oh, that's just messed up. Why you gotta bring the kids into this? For his amusement, the depraved emperor was wont to dress as a wild animal and hurl himself at men and women tied at stakes, there to attack their private parts. Joni, hush.
Okay.
Cynical. He often remarked that no man was chaste or pure in any part of his body, but that most of them concealed their vices and cleverly drew a veil over them. What kind of pure is he referring to? Because the only one I'm thinking is like clean, like soap. I don't know. Because I'm pretty sure it's like considered pure if you're like really clean. Like you scrub your body after or something. I don't know. That one got me a little bit. Or if it means pure as in good deeds. Like you hand out things to the poor to help them, or even help your neighbors simply with gardening because they're much more elderly, maybe. Is that what it means by pure? No man was chaste or pure in any part of his body, but that most of them concealed their vices and cleverly drew a veil over them. It's interesting. As cruel and bloodthirsty as his uncle Caligula, he showed neither discrimination or moderation in putting to death whomsoever he pleased in any pretext whatsoever. He ordered one victim killed because he kept a bust of one of hold on. He ordered one victim killed because he kept a bust of one Julius Caesar's assassins in his home. Another, so was he like keeping an assassin safe? I mean, that's one heck of a job, but like, then again, it's somebody after the emperor, so I don't exactly blame them for getting rid of them, because that's kind of like major disrespect. It's a threat to the royals, so. Another he executed because he found the man's expression sullen. What? Okay, so he didn't like how somebody's face looked, I guess. They looked a little maybe grumpy. Let's see. You're in class, and hold on, you already, like, you don't have a good reputation with the teacher anyways. So you end up getting, like, an upset face because they just assigned extra homework. Teacher looks at you like, okay, go to the principal office. I don't like your attitude. But instead, you die. I guess. I don't understand this, man. There's no common sense. There's no gain in this. The only thing he's probably gaining was fear, but then again, that could have led to easily the Roman Empire overpowering itself because the people. If there's a will, there's a way, people say. Or maybe they're just me, but. Okay. Another he executed because he found. Okay. Certainly any senator, any public official against whom Nero entertained slightest suspicion was killed without the slightest compunction. No mercy. If you got suspicious, there's no mercy. You're dead. Good to know. No prince has ever known the power that I have, Nero exulted. Yeah, no kidding. The emperor had nothing but contempt for most of the cult's practice. Cult's practice in his empire. He once expressed an interest in the cult of the Great Mother, but later came to despise it so intensely. Then he publicly urinated on the statue of the goddess. Of course, this was very much concerned that all subjects remained loyal to him through national religion. Moreover, like Caligula, he insisted that he be reverenced personally as a god. Nero was probably the first Roman emperor to have any meaningful knowledge of Christianity. Though the Empress Poppaea, or Poppia, we're just going to call it Poppia. Looks like Poppy. Was said to be favorably disposed toward Judaism, one of Nero's concubines, though. Not only do we have the cousins, we got the concubines. Acte, by name, was said to have been sympathetic towards Christianity. Whether Nero ever took the time to discuss such exalted matters with these women is doubtful. He must, however, have been aware of the activities of Peter, the leader of the new cult. He was frequently in Rome and was winning a number of converts. Uh-oh. They can draw attention away from, I guess that goes into political power, I guess. Stuff like that can be seen as a threat back then, therefore the first thought would normally either be humiliate the person causing the threat, get them to look like a clown so people leave it on their own. If that fails, then it's eliminate them. However, I don't think they would normally just go straight for elimination, though, because that would potentially have the negative effect. Don't get me wrong, it causes fear, and potentially people would avoid that because they don't want to be the same fate, but that also draws people into it also because of courage-wise. They become hopeful. Which is probably the only thing stronger than fear is hope. But enough of my rambling. I'm done reading now. My time's up. Gosh dang it. That was the end of that chapter. I said the name in the beginning. I can't remember now, but like and subscribe so we can get to 1,000 subscribers so we can start beekeeping. Stay blessed. Make the world a better place, one person, one moment at a time.
Bye-bye.
Like the video so you can hear me ramble more about stuff I know for no reason. I just know stuff. Bye.
Like and subscribe so we can get to 1,000 subscribers so we can start beekeeping.